Hello, and you are very welcome back to Film Resolved, the channel where you can learn filmmaking techniques and how to pull them all together in DaVinci Resolve. And in today's episode, I'm going to teach you how to export and import a user preset on your Pocket Cinema camera 4K, 6K, or 6K Pro. It's the same process for all three cameras. In today's episode, we're going to happen to use the regular 6K. A user preset is basically a small file that remembers all the little ways that you had your camera set up in terms of the menu settings. There is several benefits to doing this, but one that jumps out to me right now is the fact that Camera Update 7.3 is right around the corner. So a lot of people are about to update the firmware of their cameras. And this will erase all of those settings and set it right back to the factory defaults. And by having exported a user preset, you can then import it and save yourself a lot of time versus updating all of those settings back to the way you had them manually. Also, as soon as Camera Update 7.3 gets released, I'll be uploading a video guide on how to safely update your camera. So make sure you hit subscribe and the notification bell so you don't miss that future upload. And if you're finding this content helpful, please do give the video a thumbs up, as it really is one of the best ways that you can help the channel out. Now, with that out of the way, let's jump into it. Step one will be to open up your main menu, and then you're going to want to come over to your presets sub menu. Now you can see that I already have my preset saved. However, if you don't have one and need to save one, you just click on this plus icon first, and then you can name it. So we'll just keep it simple and we'll call it demo and hit update. Now we will highlight that user preset and click on the double arrow icon, meaning import and export. And we'll want to obviously switch over to export first. And then we will click export to card 2, because with the way that my camera is rigged up, it's an SD card it's exporting to. Once that's done, you're free to open the camera and take out the memory card that you saved it to and go ahead and plug that into your computer. So with the card plugged in, your window should pop open automatically, and you will see that you have a presets folder. So if we go in there, we can see our demo.cset file, so that extension more than likely standing for camera setup or camera preset. So you can just go ahead and save that to wherever you like. I'm just throwing it onto my desktop really quickly. In reality, you do want to throw that somewhere that makes sense to you. For me, it's already on my archive drives, and I also have a copy on my Google Drive for if I ever have to spontaneously say rent a camera. That way I have access to it easily to get that camera set up to the way that I like it extremely quickly. Then of course, let's have a look at importing a preset. So let's say that you have a totally blank memory card with no presets on it. So we'll just go ahead and delete that. All you have to do is find wherever it is that you have your preset saved to, and you can just drop it straight onto the card. You don't have to give it a folder or anything like that. The camera will simply hunt out and recognize the CSET extension and recognize that. So that's all you have to do to go in the reverse direction for importing a camera setup or a camera preset. So as always, it's a good idea to do a proper ejection of the card, and when the computer gives you the go ahead, you can take out that card and put it back into your camera. So this time again, we will go into the main menu first, and then we will come over to the presets sub menu and clicking on the import export icon, and this time we will go with the default import and confirm that. And as you can see on our SD card is demo. If you're using a CFast card, obviously you will click over to that, but for us it's SD card. So simply highlight it and click import. Now this simply imports it onto your camera. You will then want to highlight it and then click on the tick icon to actually implement those settings. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If I've missed something that should have been covered, let me know in the comments so I can cover it in a future episode. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss those future uploads. My name is Lee Dalton. This is Film Resolve. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.